finally fucking back for another episode of the Peace Pipe Podcast. I am David. Sorry for the loud noise on my end. The two sons are here doing the summer fun shit. Got Anthony up to my, I want to say my right, maybe my left, one of the two. And then we got X on the bottom, baby X down there. How you been, X?
Been all right, man. Just, chilling pretty much. Just got me a new VR headset, so I'm fucking excited about that.
Oh, you're beating off in virtual reality.
No, look, man, that's extra content. All right, you gotta pay to see that.
Good job.
No,
Go ahead, X. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's cool. What about you, Anthony? What you been up to, man?
Just working, just hanging out. I built this little wood table with my boys the other day. Just a little bullshit around the house. Not really much.
Yeah.
So just a good way of starting the show. And this was behind stage before you joined, bro. Me and X he joined, and almost immediately, fucking alarm goes off, dude. I was hoping you were gonna join. I have his fucking fire alarm going off in the background. People are evacuating. I'm like, this is perfect.
Oh, yeah, I know the fucking fire alarm to the whole apartment complex just decided to go off. It's all fucked though. It's not. It's weird because it's supposed to. They're supposed to fix it, but they never fucking did.
Yeah.
You scrambled outside, huh?
No, not really. I just saved my ass from you.
Well, how was your guys' 4th of July?
I did. I did the most patriotic thing. I worked and made money.
Oh shit, I got a real American, huh? Go to fucking work and get double pay. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's another thing, dude. Okay? So get this. I want to put in your head something that I see people do. Well, my wife did it the other day, and she do the fucking cross.
Do the what?
Do the cross on your face, or however you do it. No. The fucking.
Like that.
It's like up, down.
Like how the Catholics do it?
Right. So, but now I want to put this in your head. Now think about this. If we're doing the same measurements, right, from width to height, and they're the same ones, when you start at your forehead and go down to your chest and then to your shoulders, the cross is upside down. You ever thought about that?
I don't believe in Catholicism. Catholicism is kind of iffy. A lot of weird shit.
I don't ever do it. I just don't.
Like, so you never see like really like a. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like they hide their evil intentions because they're Catholics. You know that they say the Catholic religion. They said back in the day, a long time ago, that people came from Europe and like Scotland and migrated to America when it first was being founded in the 1700s. That they used Catholicism to hide their occult practices.
Okay. Think about this. Okay, so we say Catholic, Roman Catholic, right? Was it not the Romans that killed Christ? So why would you follow the Catholics if they're the ones that murdered so-called Savior? I'm just saying, why?
Yeah, I don't believe in that Catholic. And then confession.
Yeah.
You can do anything, go confess, and then be absolved. Like, I don't know about all that shit.
Father, I have sinned.
What'd you do, my boy?
Murdered 5 people and stomped a baby.
For real?
There's going to be 3 Hail Marys.
Hail Mary's my boy.
Fuck, get the fuck out of here, man. You fucking weirdos.
Can't stand that bullshit.
Mhm.
I don't like the Catholicism thing because they use saints too. In Catholicism, they use like saints, Peter, Saint Michael, or even like the Virgin Mary. Like they use different saints in the Catholic religion. I don't believe it.
Mm. Yeah, I don't follow any of that shit. If anything, I've been following more like Christianity things, you know.
Right, but I'm just saying in general, the people that do it, right? Is it not the upside down cross? Should I not be doing that way more often? Then?
I see something where they talk about how it's a pyramid you're doing too. That you're doing a pyramid. Start from your forehead and the shoulders and the middle of your. But
That
then
makes
it comes from like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So
the
the
Trinity.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
That's some bullshit. Though.
I've heard too, like how they say they changed. Rumor a long time ago they talked about that the Romans back when they were writing the Bible, they took control of it to write certain things in the Bible to make just lies up in the Bible. Like they say, the symbolism of like the way the cross that Jesus died on was in like a lowercase t, it was an uppercase straight. That's how the t that was crucified on. But they say that the Romans changed it from the lowercase symbol because that's a symbol of a sword that the Knights and Templar used back in those times. That's a secret society. That's an old fucking conspiracy theory I heard from a long ass time ago.
What are your thoughts on X?
The whole Knights thing with the like uppercase T, that's some wild shit, honestly. I mean, to each their own, you know. I mean, that's what they got. That's what they had going on. I mean, I don't know what the fuck we got going on now.
You don't believe in like secret societies like that?
I mean, I don't believe in like secret societies, but
Is there one
I
that?
do.
Go ahead.
I do like to like dabble in shit like that, you know.
Like, you ever heard of George Bush being George Bush Jr., the president? He was a part of the Skull and Crossbones secret society that's out of I think it's Harvard. So like prestigious people out of Harvard University. They even had a fucking like a movie about it too, where they kind of like showed the origins of like people in prestigious colleges going and like being recruited into these secret societies because they come from wealth and like prominent people from their families, and they have money and they're in school, so they want to like put them in places of power and have control over them, so they can be, told what to do in their prominent positions of power. I forgot what the name of that shit was, but those motherfuckers do weird ass shit too.
Like, when you say weird ass shit, what do you mean weird ass shit?
I forgot what movie I was watching. I think it was fuck. I forgot what the movie was about, but it was about somebody higher up in the military. Like the movie is about him being a spy or like some shit like that, and like he was in school, in one of those. I think it was like in Princeton or something like that. And showing him like being a part of some ritual, and how he would like have to like fight in a mud pit with a bunch of people, and as they're fighting, like people up above him, like on like a balcony overlooking him, would like spit on him and piss on him and shit like that. Yeah, they do weird shit like that. Weirdo shit.
The fuck?
Gets weirder than that. You don't want to know, my boy.
I can only fucking guess, you know.
That's the best you would like in this world about that information. But like how they say too, there's not more than one different secret society, like for different like groups of people. They even said too, like Martin Luther King Jr. was a part of the Freemasons, and he was actually a Mason.
What the fuck?
I recently seen something too where they're talking about how people that do like weird like witchcraft and shit like that, they have to be a part of not only they have to be a part of the Freemasons, but they have to go through like Catholicism and be a Catholic priest, because that's how a lot of these people do. I don't know. It's crazy fucking conspiracy theories. They talk about that shit too, like how that's how they say like a Catholic priest always have some like weird shit going on in the background, or like just people smuggling or like drug dealing and shit like that, or like child trafficking and shit like that. And they say a lot of those people are like devil worshippers in disguise, and they use their Catholic priesthood as like a masking of their evil shit. You ever hear about? Yeah. I like your face, David.
Oh, that's stupid.
Because I bring it up because I
Oh, their whole fucking life to turn out to be like that. I would disagree. I would say that that's for going to church and wasting your life.
Then again, though, too, there in all aspects of church, like there's always some weird shit going on. Like, what are those super churches? Joel Osteen, that fucking guy, right? You know who Joel Osteen is, right?
I believe so.
He's supposed Christian pastor, and he runs a super church. And he's just a really big priest that runs a big church where, you know, they bring on lots of money on every week. You know, that's the type of church they'll have fucking service 2-3 times a day all week long. You know, because they're bringing in the money from, you know, service. But there was even thing like in the federal government, they had cases. I used to like listening to the FBI files. And one of the FBI files was like how they investigated fraudulent money scams in like the churches that would pop up down in the South. You know, just be like a pop-up tent, and they'd be like, "Oh, so and so pastor's here, and he's gonna bless you. He's gonna fix everything that's wrong with you. He makes you walk. He'll make you see again after being blind." And all he was doing was having people come in, pay money, write down what it is that they're most afflicted by, like, "Oh, my family, this and that, or my home," and they would write it down and put it in the, you know, the pot with their, what is it called, their donations. And then they would put people of their own in the crowd, pretend that they were sick, you know, crippled in a wheelchair, and then they'll be in the front seat. So they were like, "Oh, how's it going?" They talk, you know, do the sermon and everything. It's like, "You, my child," and come up and be an old fucking lady, but her ass can walk, but she's lying her ass off. "I can't walk," and then out of nowhere she fucking stands up. And there's and there's a lot of people in the crowd like, "What? Oh, this is Joe Smith. Joe Smith's wife left him because he's a drug addict, and he sold all his money for blow. Save this child." It's like, how did he know that? Is it because he wrote it down? He done fucking that shit. So yeah, a lot of weird shit like that's going on. A lot of weird shit. And all
What was the other dude's name? And please correct me. It was something Jones. I want to say John Jones.
John Jones.
I cannot recollect.
You know who I'm talking about, right? From the fucking 70s?
For my time, brother. 1970. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Who the hell is John Jones?
And not the UFC fighter. Anyway, it was the pastor from San Fran that took everybody to another island and made them drink the juice, and they all died.
Oh, that Jim Jones, baby. Yeah, that's all you to say.
Oh, Jim Jones. Whatever.
John Jones, the UFC fighter.
Yeah, he retired.
Same whatever.
Tomato.
He just got paid to kill men in the ring. You know, there's a difference. The other guy, he made them drink poison and died. John Jones literally just beat your ass in the ring. Either way, what's in a fun time?
Either way, you're being convinced. You know?
Yeah. Jones. Damn, my boy.
John Jones just comes up to you. You can drink out of this fucking cup. You're gonna get your ass beat. Which one?
Take the ass beat.
Yeah, damn.
But you heard about him, yeah? X?
No, I've never heard about this guy.
Oh, this fucking was crazy.
So tell me if I'm Anthony. Please correct me as the story goes.
James Jones, huh?
So he was a guy from, I believe, the Bay Area, and he was a priest or pastor, whatever you want to call him, preacher. And something about like the U.S. government getting involved because he was smuggling money or like something with counterfeit or something, right? And
Yeah,
like,
he was embezzling money out of the people or some shit like that. But at one point, he got enough money for him to move out of the whole country.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he went and moved into another place. I think it was like fucking I forgot what fucking, it was like an island or some shit like that, right? They bought it, and they're like, we're gonna all move here. We're gonna grow all our food and shit like that, right? So then this motherfucker's like, grow our own food. We're gonna live off the land. Old motherfuckers, right? So these bastards go out there, and he's showing us fake pictures of like how they would grow bananas. And they're like, oh, look at the bananas, and it was just him holding the bundle of bananas like a bush that wasn't even a banana tree. And we're like, look, they're growing here. See? But it was a big scam. And then at one point, like they even had people that would fly in that were a part of the media that would come. That like, we want to document, come in and like give an interview and see what's going on here and like put the controversy to rest. And when that one of the times that happened, the people that went in, as soon as they went in, that dude fucking told him, "Hey, shoot those people." And I think he killed one of the reporters, like the camera operator, or some shit like that. But they shot him up in the airport, like right when they landed. And when they took off, that's when he told everyone and this motherfucker was all crazy. He was all hopped up on heroin and crack and heroin and cocaine. Yeah, in the 70s.
I'll show you the way to Jesus. Let me just get a little pain in me.
Thanks. Yeah. He was on another one. Yeah, back in the 70s, goddamn, my boy. He had the recipe. Yeah, this guy.
He had the recipe.
Yeah. Probably the last stuff wore off, and he's like, man, we get the fuck out of this place. So he just said, everyone, gather everyone, and we're gonna fucking drink this Kool-Aid right here. But then a lot of the reports.
You had two options.
It was cyanide laced Kool-Aid, purple Kool-Aid. That's to say, don't drink the Kool-Aid, motherfucker.
It's either you drink the Kool-Aid and you died, and if you said no,
they shot people and they shot them up with cyanide. So a lot of the people they tried to that didn't want to drink the Kool-Aid, they went and they shot them up with the cyanide, so they wouldn't seem like they didn't drink the Kool-Aid. So it looked like everyone did it on.
Didn't Family Guy make an episode about this shit?
I think so.
Like Meg went to like this fucking party or some bullshit where she thought it was a party and everybody was dressed the same and shit. She was like, she didn't even pay attention to it. And then that's when he brought out fucking Kool-Aid and shit. Yeah, I seen that shit.
You know what's crazy? Back in the 90s too, there was like weird things that people were like scared of, or they would talk about. Like I remember people were like talking about crazy postal workers. You ever remember that shit back in the day? We're like, oh, I'm going postal. And it was because like they were scared back in the day because in the 90s and like the late 80s there was postal workers that were like stressed out and shit and like overworked, so they would go into their fucking place of like work and like shoot the place up and kill people and shit. It was like at least 2 or 3 different times that happened, and because of that, like it was a stigma. Like they're like, oh, the postal workers are crazy. I don't know how.
No, I never heard that. I know that's like a thing though, when people just get tired of it when they're working and they're like hella stressed. But it doesn't fucking help that their job is like bullshit. They go to their job, they go back to their job and like start shooting shit up. I've heard that happen with a grocery store.
People are fucking crazy, man. They need to just fucking suck it the fuck up.
Which grocery store one though? Is it the one where the
Fuck,
dude
I don't-
he was the anime chick ghost thing, and like he was like, "I'm gonna go kill all these people that I work with." Do you remember that one?
What the
No.
fuck?
Dude, look it up. No shit. There's
The
a
what?
guy, and he works at this grocery store, and he believes that he is this ghost character from Nickelodeon.
For real?
Yes, and he thinks he's the ghost girl character. That's a ghost girl, and he believes he's trapped in this body. And to make himself any better is to go to the supermarket he worked at and kill him. And he killed I think 8 people.
Damn.
And then of course he killed himself. So
The fucking what was it called? The Eaton Township West Market shooting. It says a 24-year-old barricaded the exits of the store and proceeded to shoot and kill 3 of his co-workers before fatally shooting himself. Is that it?
is there a documentary on him? Does he have like a white kid?
Well, I don't know if there's a fucking documentary about it, but I know the guy was posting it on like fucking social media and shit, and fucking no, this is different. This is different. This is some fucking dude cross-dressing, got bullied and shot some shit up.
Call me a queer in the South. Fuck you.
Is it Goodbye Humans? Is that it?
I have no idea.
What the fuck are you guys talking
It
about?
says
This kid looked like an emo punk rock little faggot from back in the day. That's what he looks like. If you can find it, that's him.
right. It says a Twisted Pennsylvania grocery store employee with a long history of violent online posts as part of his Amber's Ghost Squad barricaded the exit. So it is the same shit. The exits before shooting 3 coworkers dead and killing himself. It says Randy Stair, 24, brought a duffel bag with 2 pistol grip shotguns to his 11 a.m. Wednesday night shift at West or Wise, I don't fucking know, Market in Eaton Township, unleashing 59 bullets before turning the gun on himself, according to state police. And it goes, quoted, "Goodbye, humans, I'll miss you," reads the final post on Twitter account Andrew Blaze, which authorities said is believed to be Stairs. The account was adorned with sometimes violent cartoons supposedly made by Blaze, with the bio saying he was speaking from before and beyond the grave. It also posted a file called Suicide Tapes and a 42-minute video called Westboro High Massacre that opened with a profanity-laced rant to fellow animators about his impending death. Stair from Dallas, Pennsylvania, had busied himself positioning pallets and other objects against the supermarket's entryways before gunning down his victims before 1 a.m., state police said. Fuck if I know, man. He says that he praised the Columbine shooting. I don't know.
What are your thoughts about it, Anthony?
Huh?
What are your thoughts about it?
Shit's fucked up.
Fucking dude's a weirdo, bro.
Fucked up the boy. God damn. That
Too many
boy.
fucking weirdos, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about that, David? What do you think about this?
Yeah, what are your thoughts about this, David? David?
What makes okay? So what I would like to believe, and
David?
this is what. This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion, and this is what I would like to believe: is that he didn't have enough courage to kill himself, And when the cops got there, they're like he committed suicide, but they used his own gun on him. And it's like, oh, he shot himself in the head or whatever. That would be probably like.
Damn it, bro! This kid is so
Or I'm pretty sure someone who was in that grocery store was like hiding, and they grabbed the gun and shot him, and then that's when the cops came, you know, and then they probably just like classed it as a suicide.
What if the cops blew his fucking head off and then just said, "Hey, he killed himself"?
Yeah.
That could be a possibility. Or fuck, I don't know, someone's pet fucking bird grabbed his gun and shot him. I don't know.
Fucking Mickey Mouse.
Fucking, yeah, a little fucking rat coming out of a cereal box pulled the trigger by accident, shot this fucker head off, you know.
It was a duende. It was a little midget hiding between the shelves.
Yeah,
What are these?
some bitch.
Not playing that shit that day.
I'm getting these goddamn Lucky Charms one way or another. Goddamn it. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's endless possibilities, really.
Possible. Speculation, yes.
Speculations, yeah, theories. I don't know.
Nope.
For all I know, is the guy was a fucking weirdo, and yeah,
Tell us how you truly feel, X.
nah, you don't want to know that. I'm gonna bite my tongue on this one.
Important things, eh? And the genius would say these things.
Yeah. So about the cult shit, huh?
All right.
Was it Heaven's Gate that had the fucking Nikes on? Was that them?
Sleeping in my Nikes.
Yeah.
Sleeping with my Nikes on.
Yeah. That was them, right? They were the ones who wore like the Nikes and shit.
They could have took that whole shot of all of them like sleeping or quote unquote dead, and then just made a music video with that song "Sleeping with My Nikes On," and they would just have like that screen of like showing a bunch of people sleeping.
Fucking covered in shit with their Nikes showing. Nothing else, just the fucking Nike shoes.
Got my work on, you ready to make it happen, player.
You think anybody has a pair of them shoes? Like real shit. You think anybody has a pair of those?
Those specific ones, like some from
Like
some,
those specific ones, yeah.
like you can say on the video, like, "Hey, see that bitch right there? You see them shoes? I got them shoes right here."
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, fuck no. Who the fuck? There's some evidence of some shit. Probably have fucking formaldehyde or some shit like that on it.
There's no way they're gonna have shoes kept in a goddamn evidence locker for that long, bro. They had to have just got
Whose shoes are we fucking talking about?
From the dead people.
Yeah.
From what?
From the dead cult members.
Well, then rob those motherfuckers. They're dead. If they fucking fit you, put those bitches on. I don't know what to tell you. If they're dead, fuck.
But I'm just asking,
You
you
don't-
think somebody has a pair of them shoes or no?
Maybe they're
You don't want
cursed.
that on you. Exactly. Things from dead people are cursed. If you were a
Hey,
homeless
there's
man,
weird.
hypothetically speaking, say you were a homeless man on the streets, right? And you seen some man get murdered in the street, like stabbed to death, like in the face, in the body, screaming, cut the boy like 100 times, right? Stabbed the shit out of him, fell on the, and he was laying on the street, and he got no shoes on, got no shoes, no nothing. You walk up to him, and he's got some pretty nice looking, comfortable boots. He has a pocket full of money. Would you take that from him?
I'm a homeless man. Fuck yeah, I'm taking that shit.
Would you take or the money or the boots or both?
I'm taking everything, bro. I'm stripping the fucker naked. I don't give a shit.
Oh shit, you're wearing
Like,
that?
hey, I'd do the same. I'd be like, I found him like this dead. I'd hide the money on the side and all that, wait for them to leave, come or just take it.
Exactly, bro.
Hell no. That's like that Tupac movie. You ever seen that movie? It's called Gang Related.
Yes.
They're dirty cops and they steal the cocaine from the evidence and they steal a gun from a murder. So what they do is they sell it to someone, and then as they sell it to them, they go find them,
Oh my god!
kill them, take it back, the gun and the fucking cocaine, and put it back in the evidence. And then at one point they fuck up and kill it, and they get caught up for it. So they're like, oh, we gotta hide this. So they find a homeless man and tell the homeless man, hey, and gave him hell of liquor and told him, hey, why did you shoot this person? This and that. And he's like, oh, it's because, I don't know what you're talking about. And they got him all drunk and kept telling him, hey, you got crazy, pulled the gun out and shot this person driving by. So when they got the dude all sober and he was in prison, they fucking found out like, hey, oh yeah, he believed it. Like he really did believe it. He was like, I shot him, this and that. But then he was a doctor from Africa. His family died and he became homeless and like drunk on the streets. And after he became sober and like shaved, he was in the news because he killed the DEA agent. So the family that he was from, like his dad was like, they're all rich, so they sent this big time lawyer and they got him out of the murder. And they investigated where the gun came from, how they found it, fucking where the drugs came from, and all that shit. It's a pretty fucking good movie. You gotta watch it.
But back to the original point, yes, I would have robbed that motherfucker for his boots if I was homeless and all his cash, and I would have.
You would have done that? You would fucking have some fucking spirits on you.
You just said if I was homeless. That means
Yeah, we're homeless. Like, why do we care?
Take the money. Leave the man that way. I would have just said
his body's good, dude. Don't bury him.
he had no money in that wallet of his, but he had this punk ass fucking ID, and I said, hey, Mr. John Jones over here, this motherfucker was dead in the streets. I found his monkey ass.
He found him with an empty cup, you know.
Yeah, and then right
Bruce
after
Knuckles.
that, I took my fucking ass and went to the store and bought me some cheap ass shoes. I'm brand new, but it's mine. Fuck it.
Man, I guess. I mean, I'm still taking everything.
Actually, this other thing I seen on YouTube, it's about these people. They talk about back in the COVID times, like in 19, 20. It was like 2020.
Yeah.
Overtime hits. They needed a lot of people to come pick up. So they would rob the people. So what they would do is they like, oh yeah, this person's dead. My family is dead in the room. Oh, okay, everyone calm down. Come out of the house. We're gonna get them. They go in there and then look through all the room and find their money and like take their jewelry and shit like that. And the dude too, like he said, like, yeah, we used to do it every here and now and then. Like we find a couple thousand sometimes or whatever. And the families are so fucked up they don't realize what's going on. And he said a couple times that he remembers like taking like jewelry and like money, and then he started having like bad dreams, like that, like these dark spirits are trying to like grab him and shit like that in the middle of the night. And he's like, oh, I believe that the reason why I was having those dreams because we were fucking like pretty much grave robbing these people. They were already dead, and you taking these motherfuckers' things. Do you consider that grave robbing?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going to inside of people's houses, you know, then yeah, that's technically grave robbing. I mean, they died in the house, you know.
So the room
in the street, I'm homeless. I'm taking your shit.
I mean, it's different from like going inside a house and stealing somebody's shit compared to like finding a dead body, being homeless, finding a dead body in the middle of the street and taking their stuff, you know? I mean, it's like, at that point, it's like finders keepers, you know? I mean, I'm homeless. Like, why would I care, you know?
But if you find a house that was dead body, they'd be like, I ain't taking shit.
Pretty much. I mean, that's someone's house, you know? That's their shit. That ain't me. You know?
Okay, so you were doing a great job with looking shit up, X. So as I bring this one up, if you don't mind just trying to research it as I talk it. So I want to say roughly back in the 2010s, there was a couple of scientists that went to quit fucking screaming, please. There was a couple of different scientists that went to Antarctica, and they went inside the ice and like swam in there, and they found octopus that was able to take the shape of anything. And if I'm right, it turned itself into one of the scientists, and like the original one ended up dying, and it just like turned himself into him. And like the dude was following him and like barely made it out, but like it was never really the real guy. It was the octopus. It's fucking weird.
That's some shit. So how do you feel about that, X? What are your feelings on this?
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't seeing shit on that.
That was a very vague description of the events.
Yeah, but people buy it.
I mean, okay, so this is what I'm finding, right? This is what I'm finding. It says mimicry in octopuses. The mimic octopus, first discovered in 1998, is known for its remarkable ability to impersonate various marine creatures like lionfish, flatfish, and sea snakes to avoid predators. This is a form of survival behavior. And then there's another one where it says Antarctic exploration and discoveries. Scientists did conduct a research expedition in Antarctica around 2010 studying diverse marine life. They found strange new creatures, including species resembling corals and shrimps, and the psychedelic octopus. So, see right there, psychedelic octopus. Like,
What's that even?
I don't know. Let me look into this shit though.
It's all if you touch it, you start to trip out.
No, okay. So a psychedelic octopus is like fucking colorful as shit. Looks like It looks like a rainbow octopus, right? So it could have just tripped him the fuck out. Honestly, I mean, you're in like cold ass fucking water, and you see this octopus in the distance, and it's just like multiple colors. I'm pretty sure you would see some shit.
He trips out too. That's probably what it is. He gets scared and he starts tripping out. And he starts balls like he's tripping on.
I'll find the detailed video that I watched on it, dude. It'll show both of you like how crazy this shit was.
Yeah. Well, so I found this. The idea of an octopus shape-shifting into a human scientist seems to stem from a fictional story about organism 46B, which is explicitly stated to be a work of fiction. The story involved a Russian scientist claiming that his team discovered an intelligent octopus-like creature in an Antarctic lake that could regenerate limbs and was highly intelligent. You sure that wasn't it?
I don't know, maybe.
And you heard this on YouTube?
Well, it was like this video that this dude just like does shit like what I don't know. He hears shit. He puts a video about it. And it intrigued me.
It sounds fucking interesting, though. I mean, imagine that shit, though. Like seeing an octopus, right? And then say, your homeboy next to you fucking dies, but you don't know this shit, right? So you're swimming around for fucking, I don't know, for like 30 minutes. And, you see your homeboy next to you, but in reality, that ain't your boy. That's some fucking octopus. So you're both getting on this fucking boat. Next thing you know, you turn around to talk to him. Hey, man, that was a cool fucking expedition, And it's a fucking octopus. Just staring back at you. Just like, all right. And then just, yeah, it's John Jones, bro. The octopus is actually John Jones in disguise. Hands you a cup of fucking cyanide-laced Kool-Aid and just knocks the fuck out of you. Next thing you know, you're waking up in the middle of the fucking street, butt-ass naked, and some homeless guy you see a homeless guy wearing your clothes and everything.
Damn. The circle of life, huh? It just goes well.
But here's another thing. So, like, think about this, and like this goes a little off radar, like I guess in depth of like what people talking about Antarctica. But do you think, like, if you think about it, they say that we keep restarting, right?
Right.
Like, there was Atlantis that existed, all this other shit. Who says that, like, they weren't such an evil, like, power down there? Like, we talk about the electricity flowing through the underground rivers that lead underneath the pyramids in Egypt. But who says those at the time or other places around the world that have other ways of using some kind of elemental advantage, right? So,
Right.
with that being said, who says that that we froze Antarctica on purpose a long time ago because there's something really evil there, or fucking killful, or
Fucking Cthulhu is in Antarctica, bro.
maybe that'd be some dope shit.
Some people say that there's an ice wall that you can get past. You ever heard about that conspiracy?
A little bit.
Yeah, I've heard that shit. Like you get past the wall, and then you're just randomly in this whole new fucking world. Like there's different forms of life. There's like a forest and all that bullshit, all like behind this fucking wall.
Man, I wish we can make that into like a cartoon. It's like a forest and then all that bullshit, and be like a bunch of rocks that just spell out all that bullshit.
Yeah, it's gonna be carved into the ice. All of that bullshit.
So like
Man.
so, but do you think like we froze that part of the earth on purpose back in the day?
I mean, how would they have the technology to physically do that? You know?
Who knows? Maybe it's something that's not really like.
Okay, so but we don't have the technology right now to build a massive pyramid the same amount of time it took them back in the day.
Right. They had a bunch of Mexicans building the pyramids.
That's fucked up. Got me to laugh. That's fucked up.
Yeah, but
Didn't they
I don't
found
know.
Sphinx after a long time after they found like the pyramids? Didn't they do that? They found the pyramids, and then out of nowhere they found the Sphinx, which was like a little bit further away from them. And then they
I
said
think so,
older
yeah.
or like younger than them or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So who knows? And who knows if it was all sand back then too? Because sand is just fucking rock. Being actually worn down to sand. So what
And
if
isn't the tip gold? Like just pure gold?
I don't know. Every time I see videos of the pyramids, I never see like the actual the kit. The kit. It's not there. Someone probably.
But then you also got to think about it. Elephants was a thing back then. I mean, it could be that too. They could have just had a fuck ton of elephants just carrying all these bricks, all these like stones and shit. Like you ever watched the movie? Was it like 200 BC or 100 BC?
Okay, well, what about the cartoon movie from Disney about Atlantis using stones to move around on rocks? We can't say it. He's bringing up fucking shit that might not be real. I'm going to bring up some cartoon shit. So we're like...
All right, fuck it. I seen a fucking Family Guy episode that
Scooby-Doo and fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog went up and fucking built that motherfucker in one day.
And then fucking Tom and Jerry, bro. Tom and Jerry were the ones supervising everything.
Yeah, they dug the holes within the caverns. It was just them running after each other.
So
Yeah.
here's a real theory, Anthony. I think you might have heard of this. Maybe you too, X. Did you know that they were saying that sound was an ability to move shit back in the day?
Someone told me that shit, that they manipulated sound to where they can actually move shit, like the vibrations. They manipulated the vibrations to where they can actually move shit. Like it looks like it was moved telepathically. Yeah, I've heard that. That could be a possibility,
Because how like even like deep bass and music makes, cars rumble and shit like that. Or, like if you ever been around like big bass, like I used to know people that had like 18-inch subwoofers that would shake the whole house and shit. Like it would be fucking violent. Like that's possible. I think if they use the right hertz and be able to like actually know how to control it, they'd probably be able to do that shit. Definitely.
I think it is a fucking possibility, man. I mean, like Anthony said, if they can find a way to like manipulate it, I feel like we could actually be able to move like objects, not just like not only like a water bottle, but it can go from like a water bottle to a fucking whole scale building, Fuck,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, that got me thinking because I heard that, and I also heard like, for all we know, they could have built a teleporter to go back in time, and then but because like people can actually they can take advantage of it, we destroyed that technology and then just forgotten about it over time, So I don't know.
I honestly feel that we've restarted so many times, and I think humans have just naturally forgotten their true ways. If we're able to move things by sound, and we were more connected to the earth than ever before, and like you were saying, with newer technology, we were further disconnected.
Mm.
Maybe
Like,
I don't want to.
yeah.
I don't want to sound like this is like some fucked up, made up shit, but like at the same time, it makes me wonder. Like, not to bring up another cartoon, but makes you kind of wonder about like the Airbender, Last Airbender. Like, what if that shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're able to move shit by sound, what's different with fire, water, or wind?
I mean, it's a possibility, But then how do you go about I mean, how do you go about like bending blood and shit and then manipulating electricity, How do you go about doing that?
I think you guys got a little tad, a touch in the head.
Yeah, man. That beating I got from John Jones still fucked me up,
I didn't want the Kool-Aid.
I didn't want the Kool-Aid, yeah. Fucking John Jones, man.
John Jones.
Fucking this man. Take the title of fucking John Jones, Jim Jones, Jim Carrey for all I fucking know.
Someone named Jim.
I'm going to the next.
Hey, they both start with a J. Jim, John, same shit.
Oh yeah.
You don't need
Oh shit.
Man. But there's a lot of unique shit about Antarctica that we just don't know yet.
Yeah. I mean, for all we know, there could be a lot of species trapped in the ice, that we just don't know about.
You sound like those books.
Well, I mean, because they say they found like different marine life, like new shrimp, new fish and shit, like a fucking new species of octopus,
That though too, because they say a large percentage of the ocean hasn't been actually discovered, so they still discover new things that like fish that only survive in the depths that are like really, really far.
Yeah.
So they can't really go down there. And that's the question too. What if they discovered a new fish in the depths of the ocean, right? And it looks like a pineapple, right? It looks like a pineapple. It looks all fucking weird, right? Yeah, and I see your face. Yeah, it looks all fucking weird, right? And the face has like, the pineapple top like comes out like that.
Right.
Right. It smells like a pineapple, right?
Why would they smell a fucking fish?
Because the fish tank is just everywhere. It's on your fingers. It's on your face. It's everywhere. Right? Don't worry about how. Just worry about the situation you're already in. Right?
Imagine just.
Yeah. You did that already like that? Like, it's a little on you. It's a little weird, but it smells good. And you're the first motherfucker in the world to try it. Are you trying it?
Like, am I eating the fish?
Yeah. If they said, "Hey, try the fish," not raw, like just say, "Hey, cook whatever, try the fish and let us know how good."
I'm good.
I mean,
I
yeah.
want to.
I mean, I feel like
That shit on my face. I don't know if that's the fucking goddamn pineapple sperm coming out the side.
yeah, exactly. Like
It's
it's
all
fucking covered in his own fucking shit. Fucking you go back up the shore, get in your boat, and then you look at your dude, you look at your friend like, "Hey, bro, smell my finger."
You have little pineapples growing off your beard.
Yeah, tiny pineapples and shit.
Gee. So, are you doing this?
Am I doing it? Would you do it?
Fuck to the no, I would not do it.
Then why would I want to do it?
Because you would be the first man, and you'd be the motherfucker on the pictures. Young man, Tyrannosaurus Rex statue of a man.
with a pineapple fish.
Yeah.
No, bro.
I don't know, man. Maybe not. Honestly, I don't give a fuck if that thing smells like strawberries.
You can't
Be like Bruce Willis and Invincible. Everyone would fucking be like amazed that you survived.
And on your left, kids, you see a man who discovered the first pineapple fish. Me holding a fucking pineapple fish like.
Boy or girl.
Yeah, how do you tell?
The boys taste better.
The boys taste better.
Bro, this team sucks.
Horrible. Yeah, ain't part of none of that shit. No.
Do you both still think there's an apex predator that they haven't found in the ocean for how big it is?
But what about the ocean under the ocean? You know, like the water that's in the water. You know, like are we not gonna talk about that?
You sound like the Little Mermaid under the sea.
Yeah, there's a sea
Even my phone.
under the sea.
Well, the water wolf pack sucks. Oh,
Jesus.
No, but shit. I've seen videos though. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen videos where like divers would go underwater. I don't know how the fuck they managed to get a fucking wheelbarrow down there, but they managed to get one down there.
What the
They're
fuck?
like they're scooping this shit up into the fucking wheelbarrow.
There's
like
actual spots in the ocean where it's fresh water and salt water, and you'll see the actual river of fresh water running
that's
through
what I
the ocean.
said.
yeah.
I said,
Huh.
yeah, I did.
I think you and then like
There's
there's
also
a video where
I was going to say there's also a part in the Gulf of Mexico where a meteor hit back in the day, and like scientists go down there and touch it, and it's like rubber, dude. Like they bounce off of it. They can't go any further.
yeah, I was gonna say that. Like there's a fucking
But it's clear, like you could dive in there, but you can't.
You think there's anything under there?
Fuck yeah. The devil himself just opened the door.
Who knows? Because you know how they say too in the end times, they say that all these monsters and demons are gonna come out. I feel like if they're gonna come out and they're already here, they would be coming from out.
No, dude. So this is how I see it. Maybe you're right. I think if any of shit like that went down, it happened all in like Israel, Egypt. I think we'd be okay
You
over
were
here.
gonna be a water boy. I
They
know
just feel like by everywhere.
I think we'd be okay here.
I don't know.
What are you then? What do you play? What positions do you play? How fast are you?
So, what are your thoughts about people that never? That's the reason why we've never found the Garden of Eden.
That's how you.
Because Eve fucked it.
Do you think it's still there, or
No,
is
it's gone.
it there no more?
It's gone.
No, you aren't. Tyreek is probably faster
No. Does it say somewhere in the Bible that it's gone?
that.
Once he kicks him out of the kingdom or out of the garden, it's gone.
I just made
Hmm.
faster than you.
Wasn't it like
Oh, the
between
only
rocks and shit?
Well,
The only other time God brings up the Garden of Eden again is a few other times, and he talks about it as it is in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Oh, so you think it might be in heaven, and that's the reason why when they got kicked out, everything was different.
Correct. And now-
Oh shit.
Now you will eat from the earth. You will eat from the land. You will eat from the fowl of the air, every fish of the sea, to
you're the Saquon
every
from
beast of the
Alabama.
land.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Holy fuck. Yeah, they got kicked out of heaven and then went straight to earth. And now that's how things are all fucked up.
And honestly, yeah, because it never says anywhere in the Bible that Satan can't. He got cast out, but it never says Satan couldn't return. And that was a part where Satan could return, and he returned as a serpent, but he couldn't convince Adam.
Why is there a Caleb
He
Williams
convinced
like
Eve.
2000?
Yeah.
Caleb
That's
Williams
why,
is so
and
good.
like
It's like, you know,
that's
but-
another reason. Once a month, they get their special moments, but. You guys fucked up. We didn't fuck up. Men didn't fuck up. You fucked up. You got us kicked out for you being dumb.
Fuck.
Yeah, we were just chilling, We were minding our own fucking business like usual.
Fucking just hanging out, fucking free balling, eating on the shit, chilling, talking to pigs and shit like that.
If you go back and read the King James version, it just says that Eve shared it with Adam. So let me say this: how can we debate that? There's also a chance that Eve never told anything to Adam, and she just fed him the fruit, and he did not know.
She just walked up to him. Hey, try this.
Eat this right here.
Eat this shit right here.
Surely,
Probably.
One tackle then.
like, yes. So I blame them. All right.
Easily swayed by the tits. All right, you got the tits. Okay.
Fuck, man.
But that's why we'll never see. No one will ever see the Garden of Eden. It's gone forever. It's only in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
It has the truth of yeah. No. I think I pissed somebody off because we dropped a viewer, and they were like, "This fucking stags is my."
Fuck you.
Hey,
It was
I
not-
didn't say it. You're right. Like, we didn't say it. The book said it. We're just going to find the book.
Tell me what happened, all right? You get mad when I read Harry Potter too, huh? You get mad about that shit?
You want to believe Harry Potter? Huh? Fucking, huh?
Well, if I told you your parents never died, how I told you then, would you be upset?
Oh, shit, man.
Look, listen to what he says.
Look, man, all I got to say is we had it all, and then we did it.
Yeah, fucking made.
That's why, that's why we're stuck working our asses off for it.
By the sweat of his brow, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, man.
My bad, guys. I had to state some facts right there. First off, we're not the ones that fucked up. And you know how women be lying all the time? They're like, no, that's kosher. I promise you won't go to hell for eating this. And then walk away, stupid son of a bitch. And never blessed anything.
Take everything. Why don't you take my fucking ribs too?
Yeah, no shit. Wait, you going to fucking Marilyn Manson me now? Is that what you're going to do?
Did you hear that?
Oh, shit.
I'm leaving.
X laughed so hard he had to leave.
Shit. God damn, it was hot as fuck today.
Oh man, I gotta get more water.
Hey, so how hot does it get in Texas, X?
Like triple digits.
And what was the average temperature back where you used to live?
It all depends on the area you're in. If you're more towards like Mexico, like the borders and everything, if you're more like down south of Texas, it'll get up to like triple digits. Sometimes if you're in the cities, it will get to like maybe like 90 or something, depending on how the weather is feeling. Because Texas weather is fucking retarded. It really is. Because it's like here in Reno, you know, like one moment is raining, the next is hot as shit. And that's how it is, you know. It's like it'll rain, it'll stop, and it'll get hot as fuck.
What's the hottest you've seen it down there?
Like 110, I think.
What?
No, because
Yeah, but I was in like South Texas though.
no.
But like in the city, I'd say like 96 maybe.
God damn.
Yeah,
You're talking about the degrees, not the year, right?
yeah, the degrees.
About to say you
I'm
weren't
not
even.
talking about 1996. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about none of that.
I want to say, hold on, you starting a story now? Nice.
No, but no, that's pretty much from what I remember. At least it might have been hotter, it might have been colder. Fuck if I know. I don't live there anymore. Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that, David?
Don't follow John Jones.
Don't fucking ask John Jones about it.
Fucking Marilyn Manson, my ass.
He's a weirdo too.
Said it really said, "Get over here."
What about you? What's your thoughts on it, Anthony?
That shit ain't right.
That boy ain't right. Oh shit! You know they actually confirmed that they're doing a whole reboot on King of the Hill.
How many times you bring it up? Yes.
It's all
But
King
the
of
whole fucking
Texas.
the whole fucking thing. But then you know the voice actor for John Redcorn got shot in San Antonio and shit.
He also played Hank. So that yeah,
He didn't play Hank.
yeah, he played Hank too. That's why they replaced Hank.
No, it's the dude that Mike Judge, the dude that actually created the show. He's the voice of Hank.
Didn't he die?
Mike Judge? No. That motherfucker's still
Oh,
alive.
And it's just John Redcorn, really, the original John Redcorn.
Fucker. Fucking died on us.
shit's not right.
The fuck, eh?
Shit's not right. That boy ain't right.
He wasn't right either, though. For real, he will. Nah. I think that's why he got killed or some shit like that.
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Who knows? It started him. He died. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
Shit.
Are you guys about ready to wrap it up?
Yeah,
man. I think we've pissed off enough people for tonight.
You guys down? Are you guys down to just start doing this like every Sunday? Like instead of going like how we did tonight, go for like an hour a week.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yep.
We'll talk about it later. But I'm down. Sounds like a plan.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. This is Peace Pipe Podcast. I'm Rambo, Anthony X. I want to let them say goodbye to you. Until next time. Later. You guys want to say anything? No.
Until next time.
I mean, see y'all later. Shit.
Fuck off.
Shit ain't right, man. Shit ain't right.
Don't fucking act right, man.
Mm.
Anyways.
I'm still going on. I haven't figured